Hey Dusty, how you doing? I'm a count. Hello. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Good job. Believe me, it'll be on there next time. Good job. Way to take control of the situation. All right. Yeah, I mean, I get what I'm doing is I'm doing a bit. Hey, Shell, I'm doing a better job of like what happens is like I'm going to type this right now. A guy sent $100, but I've had it too long, and things have changed. I end up sending money back. I sent everybody's cards back. And I'd like to send his $100 back. It's not like it was before. Ebony's gone, that place is slow, this COVID stuff. And I can't read this guy's name. But other than that, hey Megan. Oh, delivered today? Yeah, no, I'll get it before my next trip. Yeah, thank you, Megan. Appreciate it. So on the last trip, actually, I gave too much money out to Marguerite. I don't really care that much because here's the deal. Google takes 30% out of that super chat, and people don't realize that. So a guy sends $180 to Marguerite. He's thinking she's going to get 100. Now, when it's 20, 10, 15, I just go ahead and cover the whole deal. No big deal. But when it starts getting up around the 180, that's a little different. So what I did is I gave her $159 worth of stuff, even though she only should have got 126. So I kind of split the fee with them. Hey, Susie, how you doing? No, I'm not quitting. No. So, and then that takes care of everything that I had. And then I got a bunch of new stuff I'm going to be handing out. I'm going to put a video up too. I mean, I'm not complaining, but if I get these boxes and there's no name on it, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't really want to open the packages. So I hope if people send stuff, they put their name on it. And if it's like for more than one person, put a note on the box. Yeah, that's the way I look at it, Megan, yeah. I got PayPal. Yeah, I tell people to use PayPal, but a lot of times they'll just donate the money before I have a chance to tell them. 30%, yeah, I think it's a big cut. I do, yeah. On the items I posted yesterday, you mean the things that came in? Yeah, I did. Yep, most everybody accounted for it. But I'll get like a box with all sorts of stuff in it, and I'll open it. It's like there's no note. One kind of big thing is these Amazon shipments. Once in a while, there'll be a little square slip of white paper that says this is from Johnny. It's for Ebony or something. But most of the time, it's just a box full of stuff. I have no idea who it goes to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just No, I don't care about Cray Cray. She's an absolute idiot. She's a non-factor in everything. But the people want to know where their stuff goes. And like, if you look at the stuff I handed out last time because of that COVID, take Ginger as an example. Amber, there was $100 in that card. And that I had that card since like February or something. The guy who said it probably thought, what the hell's going on here? So that's why I try and, account for it. But the stuff I just typed, everything else I totally gave out, not counting the new stuff I have. So, I'll be starting over again. Now I'm going to go into my PayPal today and look at that and transfer that money. And that's it. There was another guy, Rodney. He's a good guy that sends a lot of stuff. And let me give you an example. Like let's say he sends $30. He'll say give 10 to Jana, 10 to Katie, and 10 for yourself. Well, I never take the 10 for myself. I mean, big deal, right? So what I'll do is I'll take that 10 and I'll either buy water or I'll give it to someone that didn't get anything. So when he watches the videos, he said, hey, you said this is from Rodney. There's $10 to this person, $10 to that, and 10 to another. You know, that's not really what I had in mind. He doesn't realize that I didn't use the 10 he sent for me for another person, and that's kind of confusing. So that's what happened on that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not afraid at all. I hope someone does try to mug me so I can bash your skull in. I need an example out there big time. Doesn't it ever strike you as odd that nobody ever comes when I'm doing the lives? They're going to do this, they're going to do that. I hope they do. I got something for them. Hey, Share Bear, how you doing? Oh, Mackinac City? No, not at all. Nope. I almost drove up there today. No, Mackinac City's cool. Now, there's going to be a shit ton of people up there. So make sure you take your masks. Mackinac City is busy even now. A lot of those big hotels are closed too. So I'm not saying there's a shortage of lodging, but you better get your reservation first. Because some of those big, huge hotels, they didn't even open this summer. And that's like, 500, 600 rooms at a crack. Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. Nope. I see it coming. It's not going to be a good day. Believe me, there have been people before that have, they're going to do this, do that. I've seen them come in places where I'm at before, and they come in and they go out. I'm not worried about it at all. And I'm not setting my stuff up where, you're not going to get me where nobody's around in a dark alley with one way out. No kidding. So I limit it as much as I can, but if I notice aggression from anybody, it's not going to be good for them. I was just telling the guy yesterday, I'm not waiting for this first punch shit. If you were walking up close to me down there and I don't know you, cover your face. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah, I hope they do find me an easy mark. I'm fully aware of the law, and I'll take full advantage of it. Yeah, that's what they think too until they come down there. I'm just not some tourist that got lost. All these guys going to do this, do that, do this. Yeah, well, I got a state plate. I'll put a damn New Mexico plate on there next time I go down there. No, I would stay there. They found out now that it's airborne pretty much. You're not going to get it off a doorknob or a sheet. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. No, nope, I don't. But they're going to really be on you up there with masks. So make sure you have a bunch of those throwaway masks. You can get them at Walmart, those blue ones with the little white rubber band thing. That way they're clean. You can use another one use 2 or 3 a day and take the boat over to Mackinac Island. Actually, it's a good time to go over to the island for the day. I wouldn't spend the night there. I don't think it's worth it. Take the boat over there. You have a good time. Yeah, I'd go up there in a heartbeat, no problem. Well, I mean, Megan, there's a certain amount of luck in it too. I mean, anybody can be in a bad spot for 5 seconds. I mean, it all is predicated on what happens to you when you go anywhere. It can happen. And all you can do is limit it. It's like, not driving a car because you think you're going to get in an accident. Yeah, yeah, stuff like that, Richard. Yeah, you know it, man. Back in my PI days, I did a lot of work in Detroit, and there were 2 incidents I had in hallways where I went down to like apartments where they were half vacant. I'd be all the way down to the basement floor. I'd pass empty apartments where nobody was living, get to the very end to see if a guy was there, and there'd be 2 guys coming down the stairwell. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I'm not waiting for you to get right up on me. It's not happening. No, people are mean, that's right. All these other people, these people are going to do this, do that, don't come here, don't come there. I'm not worried about it at all. If I want to kick your ass, the last thing I'm going to be doing is threatening you or giving you some kind of hint that something's coming. I wouldn't say a peep. They're all a bunch of bullshitters, probably wearing women's clothing. Oh, that can happen, yeah. You can get shot down there. That is definitely a possibility. I've been a PI my whole life. Honestly, I haven't done any PI work in probably 10 years. I've got a license, and if you called me, I'd try and talk you out of hiring me. I'm sick of PI. I get sick of stuff after a while. Marriage, being a PI, living in Chicago, living in Florida, living in Ann Arbor, living in Atlanta, living in Ypsilanti, living in Detroit. I think I got ADHD. Yeah, you're right about that, Terry. That's the truth. You know, that's one of the pleasant surprises when you're down there. It's not what you think. You see the people I interview, people say, oh, you're going down there, you're going to get killed, or, you know, there is high crime, but it's usually connected. A dope deal gone bad, an unpaid dope bill, somebody that just needs money that robs you. I mean, you're not probably going to get murdered. I think the biggest threat down there is getting hit by a guy that doesn't stop for stop signs in one of the neighborhoods I'm in. Stuff like that. It's not like he's going to come up with a shotgun and blow my head off for $20. He's going to run a stop sign because he's high. He doesn't have insurance. He doesn't have any assets. He's got a criminal record. What's broadsiding some guy in a van to him? Nothing. No, you can defend yourself. That's not true, Richard. That's not true. Phone situation is a disaster. You know, I think there's something wrong with Verizon's network. I sent that new phone back. I'm using my old one. You know, it's funny. I took the case off my old phone, and I don't give a shit about it now. If I drop it, you know how you get a new phone, you got a damn Fort Knox case on it. You're afraid you're going to get a scratch on it. It's so liberating to have a phone that's on its way out that I don't care if I drop it or not. You know what? I haven't dropped it. You know why? Because I'm not worried about dropping it. If it was some new notebook or something, I'd be like running around like it's some newborn baby. No, I think it's on your end. You guys hear me okay, don't you? Yeah, I mean, it happens. I'm not saying it's a foolproof method, Richard, but somebody tries to put harm on me, I got something for them. Hey, Jane. Yeah, I've been to Youngstown. I've done a lot of photography in Youngstown. I love that town, actually. It wasn't as, I was going down to Cleveland Clinic for a while, and then I go down to Youngstown and do photography. You know, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. You know, all the old steel mills and stuff. It wasn't, it was good, but not what I expected. Hey, Graphic, how you doing? Oh, cool. That's cool, Richard. Yeah, cool. And you know, 99% of the time I'm in my van, and I got the ultimate protection in my van, and it's not Daisy. So I'm like 10 seconds away from like having everything I need, and it's open. Oh, cool, Richard. That's cool. Yeah, it's unfortunate about Raven. It really is. I've learned that there's no way to predict who's going to get out of there or not. No, Richard, that's funny you should say that. That's why I bought a Nikon D850 before they weren't going to be around anymore. I didn't really want, those full frame cameras. I see the AP, Associated Press, just went to Sony cameras. They're better for video, but their photos aren't as good if you ask me. I don't want a mirrorless camera. It's good for video, but it's not as good for photos, I don't think. I don't know, Wee Beast. I don't understand that at all, to be honest with you. If you offered me $10,000 to go out and create a viral video, I couldn't do it. I'm as surprised as anybody else. I don't know what makes that happen. I really don't. I mean, I think that helps looks. I mean, look, looks are a human part of the human factor. You're not going to get away from it. I mean, I think I'm pretty good about it. I'm constantly make sure that I don't go out and interview people based on how they look. Look, I know what sells and what doesn't. And if I gave two shits about that, all I would do is drive around looking for blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white, heroin-addicted working girls. That's what sells. I know this. I would never interview older African Americans again. I would never interview old women again. I would never interview people that weren't considered attractive. I'm never going to do that. I interview anybody willing to talk to me, whether it's a guy, a woman, a girl, an old man. Yeah, I bought the Nikon D850, and I bought all the lenses for it, all the way up to the 500 millimeter with a 1.4 teleconverter, which is how I get those airplane shots. I'm going to start printing in August or September. The only reason I upgraded was so I could print photos of Marguerite and people like that, No, it's very nice. Actually, it got down to 55 here last night, Jane. Yeah, I mean, look, you guys, I tell you, YouTube is all luck. You know what I mean? The same videos that end up getting me a lot of attention are the same videos that sat around for years and nobody watched them. I can't tell you how it works, you know what I mean? The good news is, and what I like about it, Jennifer, hi, is I was doing the same thing when it didn't look like there was going to be any money at all. If somebody had told me 10 years ago, I'm going to buy you a tank of gas, I'd have been thrilled. Oh, Linwood and Grand River, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, all right. Yeah, you're right, Richard, that's true, yeah. Yeah, Daisy, like, I already took her swimming this morning. Then I shipped a package to a guy, and the damn thing was getting returned because I forgot to put the suite number, and I had an absolute fit. I tell you guys all the time, that's why I never really go along with I'm such a nice guy, I'm such a great guy. I'm really not. I am when I'm down there. Hey, Mark. And I'm a different personality when I'm around those people. But when I'm not, man, I'm a moody bastard. Drink too much coffee, fly off the handle, scream, yell, name call. Just a jerk. But if you're a working girl, you got a drug problem, you're poor or homeless, it does something to my personality. It makes me perceive everybody as a little innocent duckling. And that's how I treat them. I mean, I look at some of the videos that I've done with Rebecca. Man, if anybody talked to me that way in any other facet of life, it'd be a big-ass argument. But with her, I'm constantly, like, my brain's rewired that I understand her position. And last thing she needs is more conflict in her life. This is my thinking. Honest to God, being with these women down there, it's the only thing I've ever been able to control myself. It's so weird. I mean, there's something that happens to me when I get down there. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. But when I get down there, I want to get to bed early, which I never do when I'm home because I want to get an early start. I want to get some interviews, photos, that kind of thing. I'm going to tighten up my act, though, because it's so time-consuming. I spent more time uploading now because of YouTube's new policy than I do the whole 6 days I spend in Detroit. Yeah, the deaf guy is a good guy, isn't he? It's Jane, he just started doing those movements. I'm never prompting anybody. I want you to do this, do that. I will tell you this, that when I do those photos of people, what I tell them is they say, hey, look, I want you to turn your head slowly to the left, look at me, smile to the right, look up and look down. And I just rack off about 60 shots in about 8 seconds. That's how I do those. That's why you'll notice one once in a while that may be a little blurry or something. That's because, I kind of go through them. If they're not really bad, I just think it's part of the experience. So I string them all together, put some music to them, upload them. But there's absolutely zero talent or posing. The people that I take the photos of are always shocked when they see them. It's like, wow, I don't understand how you did that. Well, I just held a button down. It's the most sloppiest, grassroots, amateur photography you could ever ask for. Yeah, he's a sweet guy, isn't he? And, my ignorant ass, I didn't even, I couldn't articulate what the guy's issues were. He only wanted a quarter when I ran into him. And I don't know if he knows that I interview other people around there or not, but, I said, hey, how about I give you $10? Boy, he understood that for an interview. I didn't care if he could talk or not, to be honest with you. I think it was a beautiful experience. Yeah, that penny video, that's actually what, I don't want to act like it's some big thing, that's what got my channel noticed, though, is the penny video. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I am or not. I mean, I'm good with connecting with people under those circumstances. It's weird. Yeah. Oh, really, Richard? Yeah, I imagine it would be a bad thing, Yeah, Penny, Detroit was much worse at the time when I interviewed Penny. In a weird, twisted way, I had more fun down there then. You saw that Penny type stuff more. There were less people around. It was more of a bombed out city during World War II. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, honest to God, I'm surprised about it too sometimes, Terry. I think anybody could do it. I think that anybody that has a camera, that has the time's the hard part. I mean, I'm not complaining. I enjoy it, but it's time consuming. I mean, those are 12 and 14-hour days. I just don't walk out and there's 20 people waiting in line to interview. It's not that easy. I'm not saying it's hard or there's any skill involved, but I don't stay down there 6 full days at a hotel because I can do everything in a 4-hour time span, They're living in a house. Same house Marguerite lives in. Yeah, yep. Yeah, Penny, that's unfortunate, sweetheart. Sweet girl. All these people, I mean, there's nothing fake about this. There's, all these people are nice. Even the people I interviewed last week, they're in the throes of the worst environment possible. Young, pretty girls, strung out on drugs, have STDs, having sex with 15 pigs a day, all sorts of weird, kinky shit, no sleep, losing their teeth, not having access to basic hygiene, hungry, treated like shit from the time they get up till the time they fall asleep. Yeah, which I don't really understand, Jane. I hope if one thing ever comes out of this, that people do the same thing I'm doing. It's fun. It's the people that create that interest. If it was just me, it'd be just a guy with a camera walking around, People say, well, what do I credit most with the success of a channel? I'll tell you what it is. Not having anything else to do. That's the secret to my success. I wouldn't have any social life if it wasn't for YouTube. None. I'm like a total loner. And I engage with people. I've got to meet people. And otherwise, it'd be not much. And I'm just not one into guy to go out and be hanging around people, Yeah. What happens down there is if you're, let's say, on the more attractive side, you're going to have more advantages. I mean, I hate to be this crude about it, but when you're down there, hey, baby cakes, when you're down there with the girls, look, this is a different environment. if you were a nymphomaniac and you got back from your honeymoon and you and your husband had intercourse 20 times a day, everybody think that's great. They're a loving couple. But it's not like you're wearing your organs out. When people charge for it and they're doing it with strangers, people have a problem with that. It's prostitution, and they look at it in an entirely different vein. They look at these women as different and bad and dirty. Look, if they could have done something better, they would have. You know, you would hope that you'd want them to be happy, and it's hard to assume anybody's happy under that environment. Nobody raises their hand in the 5th grade and says, hey, you know what? When I'm 19 years old, I want to have sex with 15 strangers a day, stay up for 5 days at a crack, catch a bunch of STDs, have no place to eat or shower. You just kind of fall into it through an odd combination of circumstances. And for the people that have been lucky enough to escape that life, it seems puzzling to you. Well, that's why I delete and block everybody. Why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Well, you don't understand addiction. And I just don't have the patience to educate the ignorant. So when I find them leaving negative comments and talking bad, like with Maddie and her children, they don't have the faintest idea what's going on. They don't know what got people there through abuse. Look at Raven, stepdad sex, people screwing her at her foster care, topless bars, heroin addiction. Just see a young, beautiful girl's life go down the tubes because of a series of events she couldn't control. I do enjoy it. I really do. I do. I really like it. You know, people, why? What kind of hobby is that? You know, what are you doing down there? You know, I catch so much bullshit over it. But like I said all along, I think it fits my personality just fine. Because I've always talked a lot of shit. I can be a nice guy or a real motherfucker. Take your pick. And I think you kind of got to be that way in that environment. Yeah, and you know, I don't know. I don't like. It's never in the back of my mind. You know, we've had a couple of those breakfasts and lunches, and we all got together and we're eating and having a good time and talking. I'm never sitting there thinking, you know, I'm this great guy coming down here and spending my time. We're having a good ass time. It's joking and laughing and asking about things and maybe having a live while we're there, like with Ebony and Jamie and Liz back at Audie's back in the winter. It's a good time. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, it's life. I mean, and as you know, this is worldwide. But I don't think it's like any big, great act of benevolence on my part. I like doing it. I also don't think I really do that much, you know. People seem to, they feel a lot better about it if YouTube took away everything, views, subscribers, likes, all that bullshit, I'd still be doing it. Believe me, I know 9 out of 10 videos, more than that actually, probably 97% of my videos that I upload, nobody gives a shit about. Take a look at them. Daisy, birds, driving videos, clouds, books I buy, things I eat. Nobody gives two shits about that. I get that, but that's fine because it was kind of just like a personal channel that I was keeping track of my own life. And other people like some of it, mainly the interviews. That's it. Anybody could do it. It's like takes no skill. Yep. So, yeah, today I'm going to do my regular things. I got all my YouTube stuff done. And that's good. Oh, that's cool, Terry. Yeah. It doesn't affect me, you know. I realize that's part of the equation. There's all sorts of people down there that don't want to change. But like I've said to Becky before, is whether or not her situations change her situation changes isn't going to affect the way that I treat her. So I want Becky to do better, but my idea of success to Becky is different than Becky's. And that's fine. She's an adult, and if that's the life she wants to live, I'm going to support her trying to get out of it and give her things here and there if she's going to stay in it. I want her to feel good about herself, and I hope that happens. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to ignore her. I don't have any expectations. I did at the beginning. I've learned a lot of things the hard way, which I'm grateful for. Hey, Johnner. Not that I know of, Ann. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think they do. Much as I can tell, No, I don't think they do. Amish are pretty cool. I don't think I'd want to live that life. I don't think it's quite as squeaky clean as people think it is. I mean, I don't think they're out, going to topless bars and stuff. But hey, while I'm on that subject, there's some people that wanted necklaces, which I put aside. I know one of them is Brittany in Versailles, Indiana. I will send that today to you. And there's somebody else that wanted a necklace that I saved. Some Jesse wanted a necklace someplace. You know what happens is I get so many damn emails on YouTube that I just can't scroll back and look at them all. What did I learn? I would say I learned to not have expectations and to don't cut them off when they don't do what you think they should do. That they need to know that there's an unbiased source that would help them, and I'm always available. I don't know about that, John, but thank you. No, they're not all innocent, but I think it's holding the Amish. If you had Amish neighbors, you'd probably like them. I think you could leave your gas grill on your porch and not worry about it getting stolen, and I doubt that the guy is going to be trying to screw your wife or look in your windows or throw a bunch of beer bottles out of his buggy as he goes down the road. In general, they're good people, but they're humans. They're not perfect. Oh yeah, they have boom boxes. I've seen that before. I've actually seen them with stereos hooked up in their buggies. Yeah, I don't have any problem with them. Yep. So I'm going to send this one necklace to this girl. It was Brittany and a Jesse wanted a necklace. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I don't have any problem with it. I mean, watch these crime shows, man. If you had a neurosurgeon living next to you, you'd be bragging about what a great educated neighbor you have. Those guys are the ones chopping up their wives and putting them into little pieces. So you just never know is the point, So I hope this Jessie, I can get her address. It'd take too far to go back. Oh, Becky Yoder. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, human beings. That's the way I look at it. I don't, honestly, I mean, it sounds flippant, but, I don't have any bad intentions, so I don't think it should bother anybody. But I don't care about it, to be honest with you. I mean, I want them to, get where they're like to go. Like Sharon is an example. And if I can help them get there, great. If I can't, well, at least I gave them the opportunity. I don't consider it a success or failure either way. All right, Mark. I really don't. I'm not like keeping track of who did what I thought they should do and who didn't. It's just like an open thing. I'm discussing my philosophy of why I go down there and how I interact with these people. It's fun. That's also why the only people that, once you get 100,000 subscribers, which I could give two shits about, people, you're supposed, believe this or not, you're supposed to charge $100 an upload for businesses. That's kind of the going thing. I would never charge anybody. And you start getting people that want to be a sponsor. GoPro wanted to sponsor me, but I thought, I don't want to do that. You know, they give you a free camera and you got to put GoPro and everything. I think GoPro's crappy. They overheat. I mean, they're okay for their, you know, design use, but I'm not whoring myself out for chump change. I'm not saying I don't have a price, but it's not for a $400 camera. If some rehab place wanted to go down there and like take some girl off the street and give it a shot, now we're talking. Or some Myers wanted to get a hold and drop off food once a week, now we're talking. But less than that, just for money, I have zero motivation to do anything for money, none. So I keep on doing what I'm doing. No, that's all right, Susie. Okay. So anybody that's thinking of this, I say do it. Fun, a lot of fun. You know, use common sense. I mean, I think riding a motorcycle is 1,000 times more dangerous than anything I do while I'm in Detroit. Oh, really, Erica? Yeah, where's that at? Yeah, that sounds good. Where do you live, Erica? Where's that at? Hey, Black Magic, how you doing? Where do you live? So if Brittany's watching, I'm going to send your necklace today. Sorry I didn't do it sooner. I got to get a hold of that lady, too, that made the shirts for the girls. Because I want to put her photos out and people can order shirts. I don't mind doing something like that either. Here a lady sends a whole box of shirts, pays the shipping, everything. Goes through all that trouble. So if I can put a link to her shirt business, why not? This is very nice. And people like the shirts and want to know where they can get one. Oh, Willow Run, yeah. I spent a lot of time there. You know, I went to Eastern Michigan. And I lived in Ypsi before and after I went to college there. Love that place. You ever go to that submarine place that makes submarine sandwich over there? I never really cared for them that great. Yeah, I'm pretty much retired. Yeah, I've been this way my whole life. I've been self-employed my whole life. Hey, me young, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, I've been like doing this stuff forever. You know, things like this. Yeah, I couldn't find this Jesse's damn address. Get all these notes just laying around so long, I don't know what they mean. Hey Sharon, how you doing? Gotta pay my water bill. Get so much junk mail. Hey Marty, how you doing? Can't believe I get all this crap. Well, I'll tell you, look around now, you look at like small airplanes and boats, just a fraction of them around that there used to be. Right, here's that envelope I found. Oh, for Lulu, okay. I gotta send this back to this guy. I can't really read this street. I gotta send this letter back. Yeah, I'll give you my email right now, Erica. Yeah. I still go by Ypsi. I was over there the other day, as you could tell by Willow Run. And let's check out Coletta's things. They hadn't been there a while. How long they've been growing those soybeans on the inside of the airport perimeter, do you know? I think that's pretty interesting. Here's my email, yep. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Oh, thank you. I got my insurance renewed. Yeah, this guy's name is Richard Wright. I think his name, Richard Wright. Richard lives out in Rochester, Minnesota. Richard, if you hear me, I'm probably not going to see Lulu again, so I'd like to return this, but I'm not sure on your return address. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thanks a lot. I used to be like so organized. I'm not kidding you. I'm not anymore. Yeah, you should do it, Cynthia, if you like that kind of thing, you know. Hi, Daisy. Hi, hon. Hi, baby. Yeah, I'd go crazy with somebody. They'd realize how nuts I am if somebody rode around with me the whole time. Except Daisy. She knows Dad's not nuts. Right, Daisy, honey? Oh, she's a good girl. I already took Daisy swimming this morning. Oh, yeah, you went swimming, honey. You paddle around, honey. Yeah. I sure got lucky with Daisy, I'll tell you that. I thought it was pretty cool, that thing spraying soybeans the other day. That's one hell of a piece of equipment. Good girl, honey. You go sleepy now, okay? Damn busy. You know, the humidity must be high lately because I know Daisy, you know, I take her swimming a lot. And I notice she smells a little like mildew, which says she's not completely drying off. I have to give her a bath today. Yeah, if she can swim, she can really scoot along, can't she? Daisy's got to think to herself a couple times a day. This guy is a lunatic. Like today, I sent a package to someone and I forgot to put the suite number on it because when he texted it to me, you know how it crunches the font up, and I didn't see it. And when I went to the post office, they said, well, this is incomplete address. It's like, no, it's not. So I shipped it anyway. Well, today I get a notice that it's being returned because of an incomplete address. And I had an absolute fit. Oh, I just put my email. I'm going to delete this, Erica, because you'll get every stalker in the world that'll get a hold of you. Like a couple months from now, they'll start telling you that I'm murdering girls or something. So I'm going to take it off. But I look at mine, scroll back. Thanks. Yeah, soybeans are cool. I just came on here because I like to count, you know, for this money. And I'll tell you one thing I don't like is all these auto deductions nowadays. You know, in the old days, you knew what was in your checking account. I hate this auto deduction crap. You know, if I was a better bookkeeper, I'd probably like it, but you know. See, I got my taxes. We'll go home. I'll tell you, Verizon sucks now. Really does. Even the network's not that great anymore. Yeah, it's pretty out there, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's nice. I go absolutely berserk when I can't find something. That's not normal. You should just calmly look for it instead of go berserk. You're a good girl, honey. You're a good baby, huh? Oh, you that way too, Sharon? Yeah, no patience, man. It's like if you saw one of these tirades, you'd think, this guy is crazy. And I would agree with you. You know, I'll tell you one thing though, if I don't drink coffee, I get that latte in the morning with like 3 shots, I'm a lot better. Now you would think, knowing this, that you would not drink coffee, but I like coffee, so I keep drinking it, and the same thing keeps happening. It's nuts. I'm aware of this, and I keep doing it. That's probably why I don't get down on anybody addicted to drugs. I can't control some of my own behavior. Why would I hold them to a different standard? Damn lunatic. So I got all my videos loaded and photos. Most of them, I skip some photos. You know what I like doing? Driving down the road and just holding the shutter down and getting random pictures. And then when I pull over to get lunch or a coffee, I delete the real blurry and crappy ones, or the ones you can't see anything at all. But it's boring to most people, so I uploaded a few, but not as many as I took. And that's because they're terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did cut back. Like sometimes I drink 2 of those some days. If I can't find my keys, you'd think that I just walked in and my whole family got murdered. Just go absolute batshit crazy. My neighbors must think I'm a lunatic. I ask them about it, and they say they can never hear me, but I find that hard to believe. I think they just say to themselves, "I'll just act like I don't hear this." They don't want to get into discussion. What are they going to say? Yeah, I heard that. God, what the hell is wrong with you? I say, do you ever hear me having these temper tantrums and my computer won't work or something? No. And here I can hear them when they move their chair during dinner. I think they just think I'm nuts, and they just don't want to get into a discussion about my craziness. Yeah, Tassie's great. It looks like Tassie might have lost her job. I'm going to find out today. I hope not. She says she was handing out too many sauces. Yeah, you know, I sold all those antiques and Civil War letters and Civil War albums and blah, blah, blah. And the guy's supposed to come pick it up. I hope he does, because I'm going to really rearrange my house. I'm going to make the master bedroom a nice office upstairs. It would be a better view for the chats too. And I'm not set up like I'd like to be. Does that ring a bell with anybody out there? It's maybe I'm making an excuse not to get more stuff done, but I have this idea in my mind how I'd like to have a perfect workspace. And you'd think after being here for 10 years that I would have that done by now. And I'm using the excuse that once I get my basement cleaned out. And I really think that's going to be the magic trick, but I hope it's going to be. But, I should have I like a big giant table where I can lay things out. And I just don't have as good a setup, and it makes me put things off. Yeah, it's two of us, Jerry. Yeah, I mean, I get crazy, man. I really do. Nuts. And I keep, now I do think I'm a little obsessive compulsive. I think that's how I got into uploading videos, to tell you the truth. I'm not like that with a lot of things, but when I go down there, it's like I'm doing these photos and I'm doing these videos and this is how it's going to be. And when I get home, I don't dick around about uploading. I want to get all the things that I think people like up there ASAP. I just wish I could be that way with my laundry and my taxes. I don't think it's perfectionism. I really don't. No, I don't. It's just a weird, quirky, stupid behavior. I used to be, believe it or not, I used to be a fanatic with my cars. 20 coats of wax. Somebody, I didn't want him drinking or eating in the car. Shit. Right now, you could put a damn porterhouse steak on my front seat and I wouldn't give a shit. It just kind of slipped away from me, but I don't mind because I don't want to be driving around worried about a door ding or a scratch or a coffee that I spill. It's much more mentally healthy for me to just drive a vehicle that I don't say I won't care about it. I maintain it, but as you can see, I don't really care about the aesthetics. Yeah. Shit, man, I park so close to light poles sometimes I gotta roll the window to get out of there. Man, back in the day, I'd be out there in January with a flashlight because I heard a noise and I wondered if there was a stone chip on my car. Just nuts, crazy. Waxing, all this bullshit, cleaning this carpet, looking at everybody like they're a serial killer because you're afraid they got dirt on their shoes. You're vacuuming it off after somebody rode in it once. It's just nuts. I use my van to get to A to B. I hit bumps in the road, and I'm hoping that the next one I hit is going to straighten it out. Like that windshield crack. And 30 years ago, there's no way I would have driven around with a cracked windshield. Now I'm waiting to get the second crack before I get it fixed. Because in Michigan, they don't have that law. Yeah, I don't give two shits. Daisy doesn't care. Got a bottle of wine somebody gave me the other day. Bella Casa. Expertly crafted artisan wine. 14.2 alcohol percent by volume. Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh yeah. Where's this from? California. Can't wait. Oh yeah, Daisy. Oh yeah, hon. Yup. I'll start on my face with my finger. Smoking some reefer with Daisy. La da 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 dee doo doo. Dee doo doo. Da da da. Good girl, hon. I can tell when I'm starting to slough off because usually what I'll do is I'll come home and the first thing I do is charge up my batteries on my cameras. And when I start like not doing that, I can already know like I'm starting to get like too tired, not getting enough sleep. I start doing half-ass shit. I'll turn on my video camera, it's like half dead. I want to go videotape because I'm too lazy, too tired to like plug it in at night. Once I start seeing a few things like that strung together, I know I'm too tired. I need to take it a little easier because I'm starting to get half-assed. You want to go out, go pee-pees? Go on. You want to go out there? I'm not going bye-bye with you now, though. I'll open the van for you. We're not going anywhere. Going here, huh? Daisy likes to sit in the van, even though we're not going anywhere. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You've hit rock bottom. 2 hubcaps. There you go. Oh, good for you. That's all right. Oh, wow. Triplets. I didn't know that, Terry. Wow. Was your wife on, or were you guys on fertility drugs, or did that just happen naturally? Have a good day. Triplets. That's cool. Oh, okay, Jamie. That'd be cool. Pam, did you switch your, take your photo off? You got to be kidding me. Twins also. Wow, that's unbelievable. Shit, you ought to be running a fertility clinic. A how-to book. Crazy. That is rare, isn't it? You have a great day, Terry. Wow. Blessed. I guess so. Hope you're in love with your wife. My God, there'd be some hellish child support. Good for you. Man, if I can you imagine, I can't imagine having a crappy relationship and they say I'm pregnant. It's like, oh no. It's like that's the good news. It's like it is. What's the bad news? I'm having triplets. Oh, okay, Pam. Yeah, that's about it, graphic. Yep. That's what it ought to be on the back of his boat. Oh, good for you, Terry. Wow. Good for you. Well, you can always fall back on not being able to afford a divorce or if things go south. So it's a good thing you love her. Good for you. Hey, Joanne, same to you. How are you? All right, have a good day. Yep, take care. Yeah, that's nuts. All right, take it easy. I think I'm going to sign off here too. I'm going to pay my bills and I'm going to run up and get some lunch. So you guys have a good day today. I'll be on later tonight, and hope you have a good day, everybody. I cleaned my that thing you put under your sheet in case Daisy throws up. I washed that today. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, Dorado. Thank you. Hey, Dana, how you doing? I don't know what's that about, Dana. What did you say? I mean, I could have misinterpreted something, you know. I don't know what you're talking about, really. Okay, Black Magic, yep. All right, Sharon, yep. Yeah, okay, Graphic, thank you. Yep. Have a good day, you guys. Nice day here, nice and cool. Hot weather's coming back tomorrow. I wouldn't care if it ever got 90 degrees again. I'm not kidding you. I hate that. Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about, Dan. Hey, Purple, how you doing? Oh, Mal Clemens, how you doing? I'm just getting ready to sign off here, but I'll be on later tonight. So you guys have a good day. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Nah, it wasn't that. It was kind of unrelated to what people ask for. And I got people were complaining about it. It's no big deal. $9 o'clock usually, right around there. Yep. Yep. So have a good day, everybody. You too, Dana. Try and make it out at 9 if you can. Gotta finish my laundry.